Hi, sir. So, today I want to explain my solution for SIT 232 task 8.1. So, in this task, I extended the generate class my stack T by adding 5 methods: the find all, and remove all, max and min. So then I use the account class and tester class to test all of them with the hard code examples. So first, I will explain the my stack T class. So this class is generic stack. So it can store different types of objects. So it uses an international array to store elements, and the count keeps track of how many items are in the stack. So the class already had a basic stack operations, and in this task, I added 5 extra methods. So the first method is the find. So the find takes functions tboil scenario. So this means I can pass in a condition to search for a matching item. At the start, I checking if the scenario is new, and if it's new, I throw argument new expectation. So I looped from the top of stack down to the bottom. So because the task says the search should start from the top. If an item matches, I return it immediately. So if nothing matches, I return difficulty. So the second method is find all. The find this method also takes the scenario functions again. So I first checking for the new. Then I created a temporal lister to store all matching items. So I loop through the stack from the top or to the bottom, and every time an item matches, I add it to the list. At the end, if the list is empty, I return the new. Otherwise, so I convert the list into an array and return it. So the third method is remove all. So this method remove all items that matches the scenario of and return the number of the removed item. So first I checked for the new scenario. So then I created a new temporal array. So I looped through the original stack, and if an item matches the condition, I count it as removed. If it doesn't match, I copy it into the new array. At the end, I replace the old array with the new run and update count. So this method removes all matching item and keeps the min ones in the current order. So the first and the fifth method is the max and min. So those two methods return the maximum and minimum element in this stack. So if the stack is empty, so return the difficulty. So to complete the balance, I used the comparative difficulty. In the X, I start with the first element as the current maximum and update it if I find a larger one. So in min, I do the same. Uh, in min, I do the same, but I look for the smallest one. So this method works properly when the object type implements comparison. So now I will explain the account class. So here I use the account class to test the generic stack. So this class stores name and balance. So it has a constructor to set the balance, and it also has the name and balance properties. So the balance property is especially important for the task because the search and comparison methods are use the account balance. So the important change here is the account implements. I comparison account. So this need because maximum and mean use a comparative diffute. So the account class must define how many two accounts are compared. In my compare to method, I compare accounts based on balance. So an account with a larger balance is considered graded. So and one with a small balance is considered small. So this makes it possible for the stake to find the minimum and maximum count correctly. So I also overrode to string so the count can be printed clear during testing. This makes the output easier to read. So now I will explain the test class. For this one, in mean, I created my stock account and pushed the server account object in it. So I use different name and a different balance, including positive, negative, and zero balance. This gives enough variety to test all method properly. So then I spread the testing into different methods. These are then I spread testing into different methods. There are test find all, test remove all, test min max, test new scenario, and test empty stake. So here test find all, test remove all, test min max, test new scenario, test empty stake. So here I did this to keep the code original and easy to understand. In test find, the check wizards stack can find the first matching account from the top. So for example, I searched for accounts with a positive balance and also an account with a balance over 16 balance. So this test both matching and non-matching case. In the test find all, I searched for all accounts that match a condition such as a name containing significant words or balance in a significant range. If results exist, I print them all. If there are no results, I print a message saying nothing was found. In the test of the remove all, I removed all accounts that match a condition, for example, accounts with a negative balance. Then I print how many were removed and what remained in a stake. So this checks that the remove logic works correctly. So in test min max, I called min and max and printing the result. The confirms that the compression methods works correctly with the account class. So in test new scenario, I use the try catch to confirm the find. So find all and remove all through argument new extension when the scenario is new. So at the and in test empty state, I check that min and max to return diffuse t when the state is empty. So overall, this task helped me to understand generic program. So next, I will show the coding successful to running in terminal. So here, I just don't need run, so it's ready to successfully run. So here we can see the task find, yeah, good. Test all, good. Test remove all, yeah, correctly. Test min and max, yeah, right. Test the new scenario exception, yeah, correct. Test empty string min and max. So yeah, all be correct. So this video is over. Thank you for watching. Have a good day, sir.